Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen. I have three topics I wanted to talk to you guys today about. You can already tell by the title, maybe. The first topic I wanted to talk about is, I see this asked quite a bit in Smite Games' Twitch channel, especially when they're hosting Pro League matches, is that the questions are, why can't the pro players actually play with skins? And the general answer is why they can't play with skins in the Pro League is that it may confuse newer players to Smite. Now, newer players to Smite, when I download any MOBA or any game, the first thing I look is the entire character roster, and I look at all their skins. And then after that, I'm pretty familiar with which skins go to who. Now, another point is, it may confuse players that, or it may confuse people that have never downloaded Smite and they're just checking out online, or, you know, on the Twitch channel, just checking it out in esports. Then yeah, I can see it being confusing to somebody that's never downloaded Smite and they're watching. But at that point, they probably don't even know which god is which at that point, even if with their default skin. Another thing is, I don't watch any other MOBA esports wise, but do other MOBAs allow their pro players to play with skins? Like, is it just Smite where no, you can't use skins in pro play? But yeah, for any newer players or newer people to Smite watching this, like, I want to know, like, do these skins actually confuse you on which god is which? Now, Smite, their skins, they don't really alter or just change the actual model of their actual gods that they belong to. There's only a couple skins that really alter the way the god looks, and that's just one example here that I have is the Hebrew for Hebo. Now, this skin's been out forever. This skin came out when Hebo had his old model, and you can kind of tell from the old model and the Hebrew that this belongs to Hebo. But since the Hebo has been remodeled, it looks nothing like the Hebrew skin, and for a new player or a new person watching Smite, you may think this is like Bro Sidon or something like that. But besides that, Smite doesn't really alter the way the god looks in their skins. They pretty much all have their, you know, unique features in their own model, just different skins. Maybe other MOBAs where they just totally change the way the god or character looks, but it still belongs to that character, things like that, that can be confusing. But Smite, no. So yeah, is it confusing for newer players that, you know, they can't tell which god is which depending on what skins they wear? Now, the next point I wanted to make is, some of you guys may follow me on Twitter. I retweeted this promotion article thing a few days ago saying that Smite is bringing back the old model for Hercules and making sort of like an event out of it. I knew this was coming for a while now, but I wasn't sure if they're going to stick to it, so they're bringing back the old model for Hercules, which is cool. I can dig it, but you have to get it by winning 10 PvP matches in Smite, and that's how you can unlock the Hercules, and you also get the Hercules voice pack. Now, I'm not sure if it's the overall Hercules voice pack, or you just get the voice pack for the retro Hercules. I'm not sure how they're going to really do that, but that's pretty cool. So, should they might as well bring back all the old models for all these old Smite characters, like bring back the old Loki, even though he just got remodeled, just bring back the old model, bring back old Hebo, old Raw. If you guys have seen the old Raw, he was nasty, so it might be funny to play as old Raw. He looks disgusting back then, but yeah, so should they might as well just bring back all the old characters, and should they all be like you have to win 10 matches, or should you just getting all for free? That's another question I have. And then the final thing, I probably have talked about this in the past, but now that Loki's been remodeled, who is up next to get remodeled? I want to know your guys' opinion on who should get remodeled next. For me, I don't know. For me, it's probably, I want to see Isis, I want to see her get just retextured at least. She doesn't have to get like completely remodeled, but I feel like the colors are kind of weak. She's like, she looks like she works at Hot Topic with like really pale skin. I don't know that the colors are really weird. And then if you look at you know, her premium skin, her textures are probably a little bit better. I don't know why it's taking so long to load. Yeah, so I mean, her textures look a little bit better in this one. For me, it's mostly textures, like Bacchus textures are kind of outdated. Cupid is a good example of needing to be remodeled or retextured, because you look at him, he looks like, you know, Play-Doh, kind of, you know, really soft and not really accurate textures. What I mean by accurate, I mean by like realistic. And then if you look at his newest skin, you can see right away the skin difference in, you know, his face. The textures are a lot more realistic, look a lot better, have better shadows, and then he's just like, you know, pale boy. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for the build video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.